Hello, welcome. My name is Tracy. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator here in Central Victoria, Australia. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today we're going to make this gorgeous little box, and it's using the Magnolia Lane suite, and it's really pretty. And inside is actually a little container of cream. So it's Nivea cream. So I'm just going to open it up, and inside got this gorgeous little tub of Nivea cream. Now this, I actually really love this cream. It's my favourite face cream for the day. And when I was in the supermarket getting ready to buy one, I actually come across this little pack. And there's 4 in a pack. It's super tiny, super cute. And I thought these would be really great as a little gift. So they're nice little containers. And this cream is really nice. So I thought, well, if I like this, the plain one, these are Berry Charming, Chilled Oasis, and Happy Exotic. So they sounded really nice, but I thought let's make a container and we can pop it in that would make a nice little gift for someone. So this is what I came up with. I'm just going to do it back up again. Really easy to make, which is also a bonus. I'm just going to tie that in a little bit of a knot. And who wouldn't love that as a gift? It's a little thank you. So let's bring the supplies in. I'm not using the stamp set, but we are using the coordinating dies with the Good Morning Magnolia. So I have each of those 3 Magnolia dies there that we're making our little one here. I'm also using the leaf die, so there is 2 of those large ones, so I'm going to use both of those at the same time, and also that center die as well. So I'm going to grab all those out now. We're using for the center here the gold faceted gems. I have the Petal Pink Organdy striped ribbon, and this is absolutely beautiful ribbon. It's so nice and soft and really easy to tie knots or bows. So really nice product, that one. I'm using a sponge dauber and the So Saffron ink just for that little centerpiece in our flower. I have my card kit here, or my project kit here, all ready to go, and you can find all the measurements and supplies over my blog. The link is listed in the description of this video as well, so you can go and check that out. There's a bit more information over there, and there's also a few more photos. There is also a link to my online store here in the description of this video. If you live in Australia and you would like to purchase any of the Stampin' Up supplies that you've seen here today, or you're in need of any supplies at all and you don't already work with a demonstrator, I would love to work with you, and you can place your order online, pop in the hostess code for the month, and I'll send you out a free gift as well. So we have, this is Mossy Meadow cardstock, and it actually measures 5 3/8 by 5 3/8. We have a piece of the Magnolia Lane DSP, and that's such pretty paper. And this measures 3 7/8 by 3 7/8. We have a piece of Whisper White, and this is for our flower that we're going to die cut out. It measures 3.5 by 4 inches. And then we've also got a piece of Mossy Meadow for our leaves here, and it measures 1 3/4 by 2 inches. And I've just got a scrap of the Daffodil Delight, and that's just for our center of our flower. So let's get moving. We're going to make our box first, and then we're going to bring the Big Shot in and do our die cutting for our flower. So I'm going to bring in my Stampin' Trimmer, and let's work with the base first. And hopefully that's able to see that one. So like I said, this is 5 3/8 by 5 3/8, and we're going to score at 1.5 all the way around on all 4 sides. So let's do that really quickly. This is a very simple box, nothing to it. It fits that little cream pot just perfectly. So that's our base of our box. Let's bring in that designer series paper, and it measures 3 7/8 by 3 7/8, and we're going to score it at 3/4 on all 4 sides. So I'm just lining it up with the one on the right hand side here. I find that's a little bit easier when it's such a small measurement. Okay, so that's our lid and our base of our box. Let's bring the bone folder in, and we're just going to very carefully score on our designer series paper. We don't want it to tear the edges. You just want to be really gentle with it. You could even run your finger over it. That's enough for the designer series paper. So I'm going to bring my snips in, and on each of those 4 corners I'm going to just snip up to that first score line. I'm going to turn it around, so these are the ones that we've just scored, and do the same on this side as well. So basic box, really nothing to it. And what we're going to do next to our score line on our little tab, we're just going to snip out just a bit of a notch on all 4 sides. That should give us a nice, even, beautiful lid. Okay, so let's bring in the Mossy Meadow base. We're going to score those ones on those score lines, and we're just doing the same, what we've done with our lid, we're going to do the same with our bottom. So let's cut up to that first score line, and I'm going to notch that one in as well while I'm here. So to actually put this box together, all our tabs on the other side, we're just going to pop a little bit of glue, and I'm using the Tombow Mono Multi Glue, and I'm going to stick that to the side, so just like that. The Tombow glue is awesome for making boxes because you have that wiggle room. You only need to hold on to it for a couple of seconds, but it is a really strong glue that will keep it in place. Your box won't fall apart. I love making boxes. I find them a lot of fun. And there's so many different ways you can make boxes. I'd like to just stick with the easy version. So, almost done with the base. Nice little bit of glue. I am denied about making this on my Facebook Live, but I thought I might make it here instead. Okay, so there is our box base, and we can stick our little tub of cream straight in there. Beautiful. Okay, so moving on to our lid, I'm doing the same thing with the lid. So popping some glue on the tabs and then just holding them in place until they are nice and strong. I hope everyone's enjoying using these Magnolia Lane suite. I've been really enjoying this suite. It's really pretty. I've actually had a few videos this month with the suite, so hopefully you've enjoyed those. So there is our lid all ready to go. Let's pop that on the top. And I might just bring in my ribbon while we're here, why not? Let's pop the ribbon on. I want it sort of down more on the bottom than right in the middle because our flower needs a little bit of room to make sure it's can fit on that box. So I'm going to just tie up my little edges here. Sweet. So I'm going to bring the big shot in so we can do all our die cutting for our beautiful flower. So I have my piece of Whisper White and where's my 3 petals that we need to maybe I didn't measure that so well. Make sure I've got everything in its place. I think that fits. Okay, got my Mossy Meadow piece that I'm going to put my 2 leaves down. And the Daffodil Delight for our centre. Just going to stick a shim down because these are a little bit intricate. I'm having trouble with my big shot. I think the tension's out a little bit, so it's not quite cutting through all the time. I thought it might have been the my old cutting plates who were a little bit warped, but I've got new plates and it's still not cutting through all the time. To have all my pieces out, what I want to do is I take my bone folder and I want to curl up those petals just to give the dimension of the flower. So each of those we're just curling up. So I'm going to bring my sponge dauber in and the So Saffron, and we just want to add a little bit of colour to those centres, and I probably should have done that before I bone folded to give that bit of extra dimension. But I'm just going to go in, adding a bit of colour on each one. So quick, easy. I'm going to go in with the bone folder and just give that little bit more of a curl because I did take some of that curl out. So I recommend you doing your sponge daubing first. Okay, so I'm going to pop the flower together with some Tombow. So using the smaller petal, I'm going to stick over to the middle size one. And then for this one, I'm going to stick a dimensional down to give that little bit of a pop. There we go. And if I bring my little minis in, I'm going to stick a mini on the back of this little, are these called stamens? I'm not sure. The centres, let's stick a little mini one on there. And that gives that little bit of a pop up as well. Isn't that pretty? Then the center, we're just going to use one of those small gold centers. That just gives that little bit of a pop. You can see these are used in the catalogue with the magnolia flowers quite a lot. Now I just need to find my glue dots. And they were on the floor. And I'm going to stick my leaves down underneath that flower. Okay, so let's pick these up. I don't know, I have a feeling that Tombow glue would probably be better for this because my glue dots just don't want to stick to it too much. So I'm going to use some Tombow. I'm just going to hold that for a few seconds. Yeah, that's good. I think I might need some new glue dots. They just didn't really want to stick there. Okay. So I'm going to actually stick some of that Tombow glue underneath here. Thanks so much for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed today's project. It's something a little bit different. If you have, please give me a thumbs up and I'd love it if you left me a comment. Don't forget you can head over to my blog and find all the measurements and supplies over there. There's also a link to my online store where you can purchase your Stampin' Up supplies through me. Until next time, have a wonderful day and I hope to see you all back very soon. Bye bye.